It's an artistic fundraiser for a cat lounge and adoption center in Westbrook. Over the weekend, a local tattoo artist offered Tats Fur Cats with 50% of all tattoo proceeds going to the MEow Lounge.
Here to tell us all about it is Dunham from the Eye of Henna and 13 Moons Tattoo. Good morning, Mary. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so this sounds like so much fun. How did the idea come about in the first place for this fundraiser?
So I started doing henna nights at the MEow Lounge in Westbrook for about a year, and then Ann and I were talking. She's like, what if we did a tattoo event? And I was like, yes, let's do Tats for Cats. So we started thinking up how could we make it work, and I said, well, we can't do tattoos at the MEow Lounge, so let's have it at my studio.
Now, what was the turnout like, and what kind of tattoos did people go for? Were they all cats?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
There's been a few that have been birds, so of course that theme goes well in hand with cats, but mostly people came with, like, you know, tributes to their cats that have passed, honoring like lots of their family fur babies, and then there were some spooky cats. There's 13 like black cat tattoos, so like everybody has like a different version of what kind of cat tattoo they'd like to have.
And this was like a full weekend event? How many people do you think, or how many tattoos do you think you did?
So I had so many responses that I just kept adding days.
Oh,
so
that's great.
I was like, okay, we have Saturday filled. Okay, I have to now put a Sunday in. I said, okay, let's go for a Friday. So it's been a 3-day event now. So right now, I also don't turn anyone away because I am such an animal lover. So I just say, if I can't fit you in, I'll still do your donation and just schedule you. So
how is it to offer this and give back? Because I know you have a love for tattoos and a love for cats.
Yes, I have 2 fur babies at home, Mittens and Miso. They're both rescues, and I am an absolute animal fan. So any way I can give back to any kind of animal rescue is just like high on my list, and I just think that it's a beautiful reciprocal thing to do.
And for people who aren't familiar with the MEow Lounge, it's very unique. You know, it's not your typical sort of, adoption center. Can you kind of describe it for people who haven't been there?
It's like a little cozy living room full of cats. About 20 cats are always there at one given time. I know she just got a dozen of kittens. She's been operating since 2023, and she works with 13 rescues, local rescues, and so they all get like fostered there. And it's really relaxing. I've had lots of events where a lot of nurses come in, a lot of kids come in, and a lot of people bring different groups there. Also people like the Center for Grieving Children she has come through, and Big Brothers Big Sisters. So I think like it's just a nice atmosphere where people can unwind. There is like spa music playing and like beautiful like imagery on the screen where the cats are kind of peaceful and then they're playing. And the thing that's amazing is that you would think, how do these cats get along? But they all just figure it out. They all have like their little spots, and it's really just a very peaceful place to be.
Now, how long have you been a tattoo artist? What do you love about it? And why do you think that, especially now, so many people want to get a tat?
I've been a tattoo artist for 10 years. I've been a henna artist for 30 years. So I think, you know, any way that we can express ourselves and have like art on our body, that it's out in the world, I think that tattoos are kind of coming around now. Not only are they acceptable, but like they're expressions of who we are and the way that we can present in the world. And that's just, having a positive reflection. So it's really a great career for me.
Yeah, I love seeing some of these images. And is it special to be able to kind of work with the customer as well? Like you've seen, so many different tattoos, but to kind of bring their vision to life, how special is that for you? It's
wonderful because sometimes they'll have tears in their eyes, or they'll look at themselves in the mirror and they're like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I wanted. Right. And it gives them a sense of uplift. Not only the adrenaline of getting tattooed, getting tattooed can boost your energy, and it also can help you like fight off sickness. Like it's really like an amazing process getting tattooed. So I think like this one, for instance, like this woman would go to Mexico for 30 years with her mom, and this was the artwork that was like on her door. And so it was like a very special memory for her. So all of these things that people bring to me, and for me to be able to bring them to life is it's a wonderful experience.
Yeah, speaking of wonderful and special and everything, I know I hear about Katie with her cats so long. I've had cats in the past. What is it about cats that you just love? And talk about the cats that you own.
Well, my first cat was a Siamese cat when I was 5 years old that I got to pick out, and so we were like bonded for life until like 22. I have always rescued cats since I moved to Maine from New York, and I've even gone to catteries and taken on cats that were going to be retired. I've rescued cats. I've always done animal advocacy throughout my career. Even just like protesting and working with PETA. There's lots of things that I'm always kind of educating about the health and the wellness of animals, and doing this in my studio has been such a beautiful reciprocal energy of like, how can I produce more love? And everybody's got an amazing cat story. And so I've decided, I was like, okay, the next Tats for Cats, we're gonna have a little vignette of like a picture of their cat, their stories, why they love their cats and why they came into the studio to get the tattoo. And we're always sharing a beautiful cat story or what our cats have brought into the house, like animals that we don't want.
It feels like a celebration in a way.
I think that especially you hear the sad stories about where these cats come from, whether it was from devastation or they were relinquished or they were just found. So like mini heroes to like help uplift and bring cats into a nice home. It's really a beautiful thing.
All right, for any folks that still want to get a tattoo, whether it's a cat or not, talk about where your studio is and what's your website.
My studio is in the State Theater. It's on the 4th floor, right above the marquee of the State Theater. I've been there for 10 years. It's right off of Congress Street. And my website is 13 Moons Tattoo Studio. Actually, no, my full website is theeyeofhenna.com, but you can find me on Instagram at 13 Moons Tattoo Studio.
And if you're a cat lover and you want to get some new ink, there's another event that's going to be coming up in a few months, right?
Yes, it's going to be on February 5th, 6th, and 7th.
All right, I'm going to sign up.
You gonna go?
I'm going to go.
All right, let's see.
It's official. I'm
Nice.
declaring it.
All right,
I can't wait.
You hold her to that because I am.
I'll be there.
I can't wait to see you.
Thank you so much for joining us
I'll
this
see you in the
morning.